All right, so the reason why most relationships don't ever work out is because people identify with their brain, which means they're reacting on automatic triggers that come from trauma patterns. So this sentence alone should have woke you up that this video is gonna make a lot of sense to you. But you need to do the practice of, first off, practicing mindfulness to differentiate yourself from the patterns of the brain, right? The brain has three expressions. Number one, thoughts. Number one, emotions. And number two, emotions. Number three, bodily sensations, okay? Those three expressions the brain has. The problem is when people are identified with those expressions, because then other people can trigger those expressions, and then you react on those expressions and you grow those expressions. You grow the trauma patterns, all right? So, as an example, in a relationship, if a girl gets triggered because maybe her boyfriend sends her only a short text and is like, oh, I'm going out with the boys, whatever, and the feeling of jealousy comes up, okay? If then she's identified with that jealousy and she doesn't see it as just an expression from the brain that comes from trauma, and the expression comes up and she's like, oh no, I need to make the feeling feel better. No jealousy. And she goes to the phone and checks his story. The more she feeds that pattern, because she shows the brain that that pattern is important. And if she doesn't practice cognitive diffusion, every one of her relationships will be exactly like that, okay? She will react on the triggers that she received from her past, okay? So you might ask, okay, how do we get out of it? First off, you have to understand cognitive diffusion. You're not your brain. You cannot be your brain because you can observe what your brain does. You can observe your thoughts. You can observe your emotions. Yes, from time to time you're daydreaming, you're completely identified, but then you're waking up. So you have the ability to wake up, and you can have that woken state at all times. You can be like, okay, these are thoughts, these are emotions, but this is not going to be my GPS. My GPS is going to be actions. I'm going swimming today. There's a swimming hall next to me that I'm walking by, so I was just thinking of that. I'm going swimming today, okay? That's one of my values. Or I'm going to yoga today. I'm doing that today because to build my physical fitness. It doesn't matter what emotions and thoughts I have. It doesn't matter if my girlfriend makes me jealous. It doesn't matter whatever. That's what I'm going to do with any emotions and thoughts. The more you do that, the more you show your brain that you are the boss. And the more you do that mindfully, and mindfully is so important because if you still go to swimming or to yoga or you go hang out with your friends, if you still have conversations in your head about, oh no, what is my boyfriend doing? Or, oh no, what's my job? What's happening in my job? You are still feeding those patterns in your head. So as you guys know, what I always talk about is you can do compulsions outside of your head and inside of your head, but both compulsions feed the patterns, all right? So what you guys wanna do is set your values beforehand. We all as human beings have very similar values: physical fitness, relaxation, creative expression, building your business, money, romantic relationships, family relationships, friends relationships, relaxation, I think I said that already, fun, creative expression, like posting videos and all kinds of stuff, painting, all right? Now, this is where you want to explore, but you want to explore it with actions, okay? Some people are like, oh, I probably don't like this, but you only have a mental concept of it. You probably didn't know that a lot of hobbies you actually like right now that you're doing, that you thought, oh, that's something I don't know if I'm gonna like, right? And some things you thought you're gonna like, you tried them out and you didn't like them. But we also need some time to try things out, okay? But it's about the actions. You wanna go into the jungle, step into the jungle to check it out, okay? Step into the jungle, because if you only have a mental concept of the jungle, it doesn't work. You gotta step into the jungle, because in the jungle you will figure out, okay, there's a bridge. I can walk over the bridge. Okay, that works great. Okay, there's a mountain. And there's another bridge that people said there would be a good bridge for me, but there's alligators in front of the bridge. You're probably not gonna run onto that bridge just because people told you to run on that bridge. Because you now experiencing that there's actually alligators on the bridge, but you didn't know that before because you only heard the mental concepts out of books and the mental stories from other people. So try things out. And the biggest thing that's in between you and trying things out is anxiety, is thoughts, is emotions. And the brain will be tricky. It will try to prevent you from doing those things because you showed it that those things are dangerous by avoiding them. Because why would you avoid something that's not dangerous, the brain says. And then the brain says, oh, you're not good enough for this, or you're not ready yet. You need to listen to more self-help books, audiobooks, or watch more videos. And that's also just to protect you. Okay, it just gives you the thoughts and emotions to protect you. It actually doesn't know. It has no freaking idea. It has no fucking idea what it talks about. No fucking idea. It just knows you react to it, okay? So, with having that understanding, now write your values out. Write your values on a paper, write your values on a whiteboard. I always tell my clients. And in the morning when you wake up, thoughts of anxiety may come up. Thoughts of, oh, we're not good enough, we don't have money, da-da-da. If you react to those thoughts by laying in bed or scrolling on TikTok or YouTube or whatever, to try to make those feelings feel better, you're feeding that engine. So instead, go, you already wrote it on the whiteboard, I'm going to yoga, or I'm making this video about cars that's going to bring a lot of value because I want to build my YouTube channel with any emotions and thoughts, mindfully, okay? And so, coming back to relationships, in relationships a lot of times, people are just identified with their thoughts and emotions. So the opposite person just triggers you and you're just screaming, or you're withholding your attention, or you're giving attention when they're pissing you off. And imagine now, Andrew Tate talked about this. Imagine you're gonna work as a man, right? And you go into a lot of work and your girlfriend is like, oh, he's not giving me attention. How can I get attention? And she's like, oh, I know, I'm gonna piss him off. I'm gonna text him some stuff, because that happens a lot, right? I'm gonna text him things so at least we have an argument, so at least I get attention like that. If you now respond, you're training your girl to piss you off more, because she's like, oh, I love it, I get attention like that. It's exactly like the brain. Look at it, it's exactly like the brain. So you could play the manipulative game, which would be like, okay, we just ignore her when she pisses me off, and I give her good attention when she gives me good attention, which would work. It would totally work, but it would still be an unconscious relationship. Now, if you, I have to jump over something. If you instead practice cognitive diffusion, right? And make it about what you value in the relationship, you will find people who, sorry, it's windy here, who you value more and who value you. But along the way, you have to be willing to lose people. If you're not willing to lose people, you will also be a slave to your emotions and thoughts. And this is where always the crybaby stuff. No, but I miss that person so much. Yeah, but oh no, there's my soulmate. No, it's not your soulmate. It's not your soulmate. It's not. It's not. It's just another thought pattern, okay? Where you made a story up in your head, where you chasing that story because you identify with it so much, plus you have the drug addiction of the emotions. Your soulmate, there's many you can have, okay? But yeah, you can either practice that or not. That's on you. With that being said, it's about really making it about self-respect and doing the things you value, instead of chasing feelings and all these other things. Be comfortable being uncomfortable. Be willing to lose people, okay? Yeah, with that being said, I hope you enjoyed the video. Like the video, comment the video. Like I said, it's not hard to make a YouTube account and support your creators to be able to like the videos. I always see like 5,000 views and 200 likes. Not on my videos, on like a lot of other videos, or 5 million and 1,000 likes. Why? Why? I know more of these people enjoyed those videos, right? So if you got some value out of it, make a quick YouTube account, like the video and comment maybe a question. All right, I love you guys. Have a good day.